Good morning, Charge.
Hello, Flash.
Hi, darling. You didn't get washed away in the deluge last night?
It piddled down last night, but we had a ground sheet, which made a huge difference. And
Bloody brilliant it was.
it was good. Look, a little bit damp, but this morning sun's out, guns out, and nice easy start actually. We slept in a little bit. The time's about 7:45, I think.
It is. It's fantastic.
And we decided to actually slow down, board the billy, and it's an expression where you pot hot water, made ourselves a cup of coffee, had brekkie, and just slowly packed up, and we're about to head off, and we're just going to take it easy today. Our destination is really planned in full detail, and we're just going to head north.
That's right. That's it. That's all we need to do is go north.
Yep. So 10 miles is another shelter. The next shelter is 20.5, but there's some stealth camps along the way, so we'll just see how we're feeling. But we're just going to take it nice and easy.
Are you looking at me?
Yes, I am.
The only thing that we need tomorrow is some snacks.
Yep.
So we can sort that out in all sorts of ways.
I'm concerned because those who know you really, really well, you spend most of your time watching TV, there's murder shows and documentaries.
You talk about the Crime and Investigation Channel.
Yes, and I think that you've seen an episode where you can dispose of your husband, collect the insurance money, and by making me pop my top.
It's not true. Hey, can I just ask you a question?
Yes.
Whose idea was the Appalachian Trail?
Okay, now let's head north.
Good morning. 7:45, and I'm puffing because we just came straight out of the campground shelter, straight up a hill. Okay, it's a beautiful morning, and the weather forecast for today is gorgeous, and I have my sun hat in my pack. Hopefully I'll get to wear it today. The weather forecast for tomorrow again is good, though it may rain after 5 o'clock, so we'll watch out for that. Last night's downpour was somewhat unexpected, and it rained but because Charge is smart and had bought this stuff called Tyvek, I think it is, a very lightweight ground sheet, we didn't find ourselves in the situation that we did last time, but also it only rained really hard for about an hour. We have covered a lot of miles in the last 2 days, upwards of 45 miles. I don't know what that's in kilometres, but it's a lot. So our leisurely morning, sitting on a log, having a cup of coffee, letting the tent dry slightly, having some breakfast, was just such a great reset to remind us why we're out here, which is to have a good time and not kill ourselves by ending up exhausted. So slightly loose plans today, and that's great. We'll just go until we've had enough. Pitch a tent and cook ourselves some dinner. Life in the woods is pretty simple sometimes. So we're popping out of the woods to Sam's Pass. Charge thinks maybe there's a rubbish bin here. That would be great if I could get rid of my rubbish. But, it's that funny thing of coming out of the woods and you're beside, it looks like an interstate, and these cars and trucks, and life is just going on without us. And you wander along here a bit, look for a rubbish can, and then we'll head back into the woods. But it continues to be a beautiful, glorious, sunny morning. particularly in the last 2 days, Charge and I have noticed how incredibly well the North Carolina trails are maintained. You know, there's no blowdowns. They're just beautiful. We just bumped into a gentleman who's a trail maintainer. Had a quick chat with him. Said thank you for making such beautiful trails, but he told us that after we'd walked up this hill, oh blimey, it was steep, that we'd walk out to a beautiful meadow and be able to see the next mountain that we're going to climb. Ooh, okay, that's a biggie. But these meadows are definitely a feature of North Carolina. I haven't seen these before, and they're wide open and they're beautiful, and just look at this. Let's have a sit on those beautiful seats, maybe have a snack and just enjoy the view. That's what we're doing today. We're enjoying the view.
So I thought today, being such a beautiful day, that we'll slow down and really take everything in. And part of that, as we know, Flash has been doing all the photography, videos, all the vlogs, and I thought I'd just walk down this meadow and capture Flash coming roaring down the hill. She's loving her Arn backpack, so thank you, Mr. Arn. And man, is she fit. It's been a beautiful morning, and it's been really just good to take it easy. Hi, Flash.
Hi, Charge.
Tell me what you think.
Sorry?
Tell me what you're thinking.
I'm thinking that this meadow is a gift for that steep hill that we just walked up, and it's just so beautiful.
It is.
Hang on a second. But off and a far off. Good Lord.
It's Sloth.
Sloth has broken into a jog. He's moving at pace through the meadow.
The last couple of days he's been moving at pace, but not.
Poor Sloth, he's been so unwell for the last couple of days. But he has got a spring in his step, and oh yeah, oh, hey, slow down. Ah.
This is going to go on bloopers.
Sloth,
Hi.
you're looking fresh. He's back.
Ooh.
Whew. We've had a pretty eventful couple of hours. Got to our most congested water source ever, and a couple of the people there were expatriate Kiwis. We are everywhere, but we've just walked up a rather brutal climb up to this bald, and it's absolutely beautiful. I believe the view at the top is sensational, and I'll share that with you shortly. But oh boy, I'm glad we're at, or if not, near the top. If I turn around and show you what's behind me, you'll see all the beautiful mountains, a nice tree, and Charge.
Hey, Flash.
Charging towards me. I'm not gonna lie, that was a climb and a half.
Flash, see that point over there?
Yes,
See the one above?
yes.
That's where we're coming.
So remember at the meadow this morning, we said we're looking at the mountain we're going to climb. That's the mountain that we've just nearly finished climbing. What a gorgeous day. Big, bold, no kidding. It's got to be done. It's the turn in a complete circle. Hey Flash. Sloth. Oh. Wow. 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 Hey Sloth. Hey Charge. And it's lunchtime. Oh, it's been such a fantastic morning.
Oh, that's awesome. We've got little dividers for each section.
Ooh! They've got like sort of
Such a nice shelter.
bunks. That is a great shelter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Big day and a good day. 4.7 to the no business shelter. And we're here.
it.
We made it.
Yay.
Here comes Charge up the hill with the water bags. He's amazing. There's a few tents here and a few people eating at the shelter. They've obviously settled in. I think we'll pitch a tent somewhere, but it's an enormous relief to be here. That was an extremely long day. 20.9.
Not bad at all.
It's Wino Tent City. Morning, Charge.
I've got 7 miles.
7:19 and we're back on trail. In fact, we slept on the trail last night, literally right beside it. Tennessee shelters with no privies. There've been a number of discussions about this, but I just really don't get it. There are lots of weekend hikers staying at that campground. We were there. I mean, everyone's just wandering off, looking for somewhere to pee and poop. It's just weird. Okay night's sleep, though there was a strange noise when I was going to sleep. Sloth tells me it was an owl making a very booming hoot. And then I woke this morning to the sound of coyotes howling in the woods. So that's all new noises for me. We'll come back to charge at some stage in the not too distant future about the plan for the day. But it does involve a little bit of complexity, i.e. walking somewhere, washing, laundering, buying food, doing some town things, but probably not staying in town, getting out of there and marching on. Good morning, Charge.
Hey, Flash.
I'm puffing.
Well, there was a good little climb up there. It's, done 3 miles in just over 1 hour. So we're clipping it, especially up that hill. And we've got 3.1 miles to go to Uncle Johnny's hostel, where we hope to get a resupply for 2.5, maybe 3 days. Have a shower, do some laundry, hopefully, and then might get some Uber Eats delivered from Irwin, Tennessee, and then in the afternoon we might go out and go definitely 4 miles, but we might go and try to do 10 miles, which means then there's 2 20-mile days to get to Unaka Mountain, which is a really awesome hostel there, so hopefully we can get into that.
What's it famous for, Charge?
For 13 years in a row, it's been voted as the best breakfast on the trail. And I'm hoping it's not biscuits and gravy. Grits.
Biscuits are okay. I think it involves a lot of egg and meat products.
Yeah, I hope so.
And potatoes.
I'd like a 3-cooked baked potato, and I have been craving one since we've been on trail, and I haven't had one.
Not yet, but we were planning, worst case, one in Houston. What did you see yesterday that we haven't mentioned?
I saw a big snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably 3.5, 4 foot. It was brown with grey tinge on it. It didn't have a diamond head, so we know it wasn't a copper head, but it was big, and I just about stood on it.
It was gross.
Yeah, don't like snakes.
No, right, let's keep legging it, because there's food and hopefully a shower in just over an hour's time.
Let's go 3 miles.
Woo! It's been pretty much like this all morning, just very much the green tunnel through these plants. We're hoping we're just about an hour away from getting to some kind of civilization. I feel like we've been away from civilization a lot in the last month, and I'm really looking forward to just getting clean if we can. Sloth and Charge are talking business, because why not? We're out here a long time. It's a beautiful day. It's very warm. So I'm looking forward to, at the very least, putting my feet up at this hostel, Uncle Johnny's, for an hour or so. Getting some more food, eating something, and fingers crossed they'll let us wash our clothes and have a shower. I'm pretty sure that they will offer services like that. Ooh, that's looking promising. I can see a river. I can see some houses. I can see some civilization. And somewhere down there is Uncle Johnny's hostel. Hopefully it's not too far away. Hooray! 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 Local, oh, there's lots of hiker stuff over here, but we're just looking for food. and not to get hit by a car because we're not used to them at the moment. I can hear the sound of that water running in the river, and all I want to do is jump in it. At least that would clean me up. I'm guessing right in front of us is Uncle Johnny's hostel. It looks like a hostel, i.e. slightly ramshackle, and people kind of lounging around in front. So that is a sensational result. Let's go in and see what we can get here. Charging our devices. My plug wouldn't fit in. Oh, and Sloth's feeling fine. Sloth's fully charged. He doesn't need to plug himself in. Yeah.
So, Flash,
Yes,
what's up?
I'm clean and I'm wearing loner clothes.
Cool. And?
And the laundry's nearly finished.
Cool, and we've restocked.
And Sloth's clean. Hey, we're both wearing scrubs. Ooh, ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, scrub.
Got the laundry in the washing machine, wearing our loner clothes. We've ordered pizza. I've got a veggie calzone coming. It's going to get delivered here. And then we're going to have to drag our sorry, clean selves up an extremely steep hill. There's a whole bunch of really familiar faces here. We're kind of in a loose group now, grouping of people who we see all the time, who must be walking sort of similar distances to us. I've also just booked our accommodation for 3 days' time, which is where we are hiking out towards this afternoon. I've been pulled out here because Charge has got something to say.
Yeah, Sloth, here's some rope.
Yay!
Sloth, why do I have to give you rope?
Because trying to hang my bear bag last night, I got it stuck, not once, but twice, and had to cut the rope both times. So now my rope is no longer long enough to actually have a bear hang that's properly high
Safe.
enough and safe, so my food doesn't get stolen. So now I've got extra rope, so I'm gonna have to tie this onto the other rope, and then we'll have a long enough string. Yay!
Yay! Okay, Charge, you've got something else to say. Oh,
It was quite an interesting day yesterday. We planned to only walk 16 miles and camp at this beautiful campsite next to a roaring river, private, absolutely stunning. But no, Sloth wanted us to walk another 5 miles up a hill, which went up another hill, that went up another hill to a crowded camp.
Of course.
But on his way, we realised that when he was trying out for the Sound of Music musical and doing his dance, his water bottle fell out. Here is a replacement water bottle.
Yay!
oh, thank you, Charge. And what about his squeaky bed?
Oh, coming soon.
Okay, that's the next instalment. Okay, so we've clearly arrived at somewhere where we can spend money. So,
3 things happened.
okay.
Okay, rope, water bottle, but also we've noticed that Sloth has the loudest sleeping mattress on the whole trail. People
Gotta be number one.
People in Maine can hear his thank you very much, sir, for his the noise he makes at night. So we made him buy a silk liner that he can insert his sleeping bag in, and it'll muffle the sound.
Yay!
And keep it clean.
Yay! We're all going to cheer that one.
Yay!
So today we've got a new term for you, because you probably hear us talking about 0 days, Nero days. Today's a hero day. So a 0 day is a day when you wake up somewhere in a bed, stay there all day, don't hike at all, and sleep in that bed again that night. So it's a day off. A Nero day is a day when you walk some miles to a hostel or a motel and sleep the night in that bed do your laundry and everything, and probably have some, have some of the day off. But you hike out the next day. A hero day is what we're doing today. We've hiked this morning. We've come to a hostel. We have had showers. We've done our laundry. We're charging up our battery packs. We've ordered some food. But rather than sleeping here, we are just picking ourselves up and walking up, unfortunately, a really steep hill this afternoon. So while we've come and used the facilities, we're not staying here. We are hiking on. It's a hero day. I've done some hard things, but leaving Uncle Johnny's full of Coca-Cola and pizza to go and bloody climb up a really steep mountain in extremely hot heat is definitely up there with one of the harder things I've had to do. Oh, my stars. Just jumping a fence. The reality is, we'd all like to be tubing down that river. Oh, that looks so good.
You having a good day? Not trying that way. Not trying that way.
No trains. No trains. Oh.
You know that. That's right here.
Okay, here we go.
Perfect.
Back to the woods. Current situation. You know, we walked out of Johnny's hostel and we've been walking our 10 miles, but it started thunderstorming. So, having got all clean and dry at Johnny's hostel, we're now all rather wet, but hopefully it will pass. We have only got 2.5 miles to our campsite. We're just going to camp. There's a place we know where you can fit a couple of tents on the side of a road, and that'll set us up for a steep climb up a mountain called, not quite sure, it begins with U. So not a lot of filming this afternoon. It's been a good day, a good break, but I could do without these North Carolina evening thunderstorms and downpours. It puts a bit of a dampener on it, really. What a beautiful view this would be without the power lines. Stopped raining, and now we've got 1.9 miles to dry out before we get to camp. That's beautiful. They call this a beauty spot, and we're nearly at our campground. But, you know, that's beautiful. We got rained on, but we've dried out now, and those layers of mountains are very beautiful. Okay, so this is going to be our home for the night. There's a piped spring here. We're just off the road to the top of, is it Unaka Mountain? Or anyway, the beauty spot? Unikoi or some mountain. I can put it on the video. But we're done for the day. We're off to get water, and then that's it. Okay, we've pitched our tent and everything, but it's really buggy. Ooh, I've got the seam right down my face, and I've got my bug net on. Seriously thinking about putting my rain pants on, because the bugs they're very aggressive. So I've got long sleeves, got my bug net on. Maybe it's time to spray myself with bug repellent. It's starting to thunder again. But we're all set up, and I think it's time to eat. And then I can tell you right now, it's going to be a very early night. 17.5 miles today, but that was with a huge 4-hour rest in the morning while we stayed at Uncle Johnny's and did all those good things. The plan tomorrow is 20, and the day after 20, to get ourselves to a nice bed and breakfast that we've booked, but I'll tell you more about that tomorrow. We might get a few more words from Charge, but he is currently trying to toss the beer cable up in the air with Sloth, and it may take some time.